guys, it's Tori here, and today I'm going to show you how I've done this look right here, just a nice bronzy smoky eye. So while I have you here before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel. This is my second video ever and I'm so excited about it. So thank you for checking this out, and without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. All I have right now on my face is some foundation and my brows because I figure I could show you guys that in another video if you want to know how I do that, but for the sake of this video and to save some time, I've already done those steps. So the first thing I'm going to do on my eyes is use the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Bad to the Bronze, and I just apply this using my fingers. Next I'm going to use my Lorac Pro palette, which is awfully disgusting and dirty because I use it a lot, but this palette has my all-time favorite gold eyeshadow in here. It is the most beautiful color, but really any gold eyeshadow will work. I just really like this one, and I'm using my brush that I got from my Naked 3 palette to apply this. So I'm just going to put the gold all over my lids. And so for the rest of this tutorial, I'm going to be using the Limecrime Venus palette. And so still using the other side of the brush from my Naked 3 palette, I'm going to take the color Creation, which is just like a rusty orange color. I'm going to put that all over my crease. Just to go back in and define the crease a little bit, I'm going to take the darker color Icon and just put that on the lower part of my crease. So I just do that little by little and build it up, especially with the darker colors like this dark brown. And so now I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics blending brush right here. This is the number rubbed off. It's this brush. And I'm going to go back in with Creation from the Venus palette and blend that upward a little bit more just to give us a more grungy and smoky look. Just keep going in back and forth motions until it's blended the way you like. And so this is the fun part. To make this look really glittery and impactful, if you will, I like to use MAC Pigment right here. This is the Bronze Reflex. I've had this for years, and whenever I want a really bold statement gold eye, this is what I use. This stuff can get really, really messy, so you can just use a glitter glue. I've heard the NYX one is really good, but I have a little bit of a secret. I got this from a special effects makeup store. It's the Graftobian Magic Set Mixing and Lining Liquid. If you can find this, this is amazing. You just put 1 or 2 drops in with your pigment and it turns it into a liquid, so it's really easy to work with, and once it sets, it stays put. So this is what I like to do, so I'm just gonna mix that real quick. I just do this on like a plastic plate, but I don't know if you guys can see, it turns it into literal liquid gold. It's incredible. So that is what we're gonna put right on top of where the gold eyeshadow is. So right in the lightest points of our eye. Just tap it right on top. This is my favorite part. Anytime I get to use glitter, that's my favorite part. So now our lids are ultra shimmery. There you go, you can see the glitter there. While we wait for the glitter to set so we can do the rest of the lids, I'm gonna just line my waterline. I just use the Urban Decay Demolition pencil. And it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm gonna go back in with some dark brown eyeshadow and smoke it out a little bit. My favorite brush to use whenever I'm blending out eyeshadow on the bottom of my eye is the MAC, I believe this is a 213 brush. The number also wore off on this. I'm just gonna take Icon from the Venus palette, which is the same dark brown we used in the crease, and just put that right along the bottom, smoking out the eyeliner. And I like to pack it on a little bit more on the outer point of my eye rather than the inner part because it makes your eye look a little bit bigger. And just bring that up into the outer corner of your lid just so it blends nicely. I'm also going to take Creation, which is the orange we used on our lid, and put that on the inner half of my eye. Just to sort of create that gradient effect on the bottom, if you can see that. Just using the same brush. I feel like now it looks very grungy, doesn't it? The one thing that no matter what look I'm doing, I always have to have is my liquid eyeliner, and I swear by the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. This is the only liquid eyeliner that's ever really worked good for me, and I just use the color Trooper, which is the black one. I usually start in the middle of my lid and then build it out so it's a little bit thicker on this end, so it just gradually gets thinner towards the inner part of my eye. Once you have a thickness you like, I usually will start my wing this is where the challenging part happens. I like to aim my wing so that it goes towards the end of my brow, so then I kind of have a similar angle on both sides. So I'll start by just doing a little line, just to sort of get the idea of the direction that my wing is gonna go in. And then do that on both sides. This takes a lot of focus, you guys. Alright, so we have our 2 lines. I think they're even. I hope they're even. If not, please call me out. That's fine. So we have our line on both sides, and then I just connect it with my lid, the line on my lid, and then just thicken it as much as you want. And another little trick that I've recently learned is if you have very sparse bottom lashes like I do, I usually take my liquid eyeliner and just draw in a few lines of fake lashes, if you will, and that sort of makes, once you put your mascara on your bottom lashes, it kind of makes them look a little bit thicker. So just dotting in a few lines. It's all about finding those good cheats. And then we're just gonna do mascara, and considering this is my first makeup tutorial, I really don't know how bad my mascara applying face is, so let's hope it's not too weird, shall we? So I'm just using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in waterproof. Cool, I didn't poke my eye out. Awesome. Now on to the rest of the face. We're gonna contour and chisel this out. I got this Tarte Park Ave Princess palette. I'm not sure if it's still available, but the bronzer in here is my absolute go-to. I have 2 of these palettes. I've already finished one of the bronzers and the other one just hit pan. So honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do when this runs out, but I'm just gonna use this to contour my cheeks. Oh yeah, and I'm also using the Real Techniques bronzing brush for this. Should probably let you guys know that information. Ta-da! I kind of don't really switch my blushes, so I kind of always use the same one. I use Milani Dolce Pink. It's very neutral, goes with pretty much every look I do, so just applying that to the apples of my cheeks using Real Techniques blush brush. And now, onto the best part of the face, which is of course highlighting. Anastasia Glow Kit, this is where it's at. Just using my Real Techniques little highlighting brush here, I'm gonna go in with Summer and just put that and all the points you typically highlight on my cheekbones, a little bit down my nose, and my favorite place to highlight is the Cupid's bow. And I'm also gonna put a little bit on my brow bone. I'm just gonna use my finger for this. Typically would use a brush, but what can you do? And a little bit on the inner corner of my eyes. And the last step is of course lipstick, which is honestly what I live for when it comes to doing my makeup. So I'm gonna use my go-to, which is Jeffree Star Androgyny. Whenever I don't know what to wear, this is the one I reach for. Best color in the world, seriously. So. And usually when I do my liquid lipstick, I like to overline my lips a little bit because you can really get away with it when it comes to these matte formulas. Alright you guys, well that is really it for this tutorial. I feel like it's pretty simple, but at the same time when you have an orange eyeshadow like this and the glitter on top, it can make it look extraordinary without having to do too much effort. So if you like this video and you want to check out more makeup tutorials, make sure you subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments which kind of looks you want to see next. And you can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram for all the latest updates on all things Tori. So thank you guys for checking it out once again, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!